versus wealth? You decide. The debate between health and wealth has gotten even more heated since the pandemic. Exercise indoors or wait for the gym to open. Order food or prepare the meals yourself. Skip your workout or take time off of work instead. Healthy choices have become even more crucial than they used to be. But if the coronavirus pandemic hasn't made you more health conscious than before, then you seriously need to take a step back and examine where your life is heading. Today we're going to be debating health versus wealth. But before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. Unfortunately, with all the lockdowns, people have started to lose the motivation to stay fit and healthy. Social distancing, quarantine, and the shutting down of gyms have definitely made people less active. Even if corona cases decline, type 2 diabetes, depression, cancer, and heart disease will skyrocket. It's better to not be a part of those statistics by thinking long term. Would you like to spend money on fitness now or pay hospital bills for preventable disease in the future? Instead of worrying in advance, it's better to think and plan in advance. Shake off the excuses and think about your health while you still can make a change. Consider one famous case, Oprah. The media mogul has been sharing her weight loss journey on and off with the entire world. Oprah stated that the reason she's focusing on perfecting her health is because she was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. Losing 40 pounds through a weight loss program, she's stabilized her blood pressure and her blood sugar levels are finally in the normal range. Examples like this really make you reflect on your own health. She focused on her health before it got worse. She mentioned in an interview, to all the people who are saying, "Oh, I need to accept myself as I am, I can't accept myself if I'm over 200 pounds because it's too much work on my heart. It causes high blood pressure for me, it puts me at risk for diabetes." Indeed, and it gets to a point where even Oprah-level wealth can't give you back something as precious as health. Don't take your health for granted. You know the saying, there are some things you can't put a price on. And one of those things is your quality of life. Money can buy you medicines, but it can't buy you health. At least not when it gets out of hand. If you don't think about fitness now, you need a mental and physical transformation to get started on it. Especially living in a time where your immune system needs to be in optimal condition so you don't go through the mental and physical pain of COVID-19. Think about it. Do you want to carry an unhealthy body into old age? A body that all your savings can't restore health to? Or do you want to make an investment in caring about your health now so you and your family don't have to worry about it in the future? Though there are many excuses people make these days, it's time to bust a myth that you can ignore your health in order to focus on your job. First of all, stop using the lack of time as an excuse. One of the most common complaints people have is, "I want to be more active, but I have so many other priorities and can't make the time for it." Guess what? Exercise doesn't take your time and energy, instead it doubles it. Not only do you gain time in terms of expanding your life expectancy, you clear your head so all your work is done quicker. Plus, a typical exercise session takes 45 minutes max. You can even divide that time into minor sessions throughout the day, taking 10-minute breaks to do some leg raises, push-ups, or thigh presses in between work. My tip, start with the basics. The smallest change can make the biggest difference. You don't need fancy gym equipment, athleisure, or expensive cooking supplies to start your fitness journey, and you certainly don't need to wait for the pandemic to end. Think about all the tasks you can achieve now. Even though your life has been restructured drastically, you should still emphasize the importance of your health as a priority. Think of your body as a reflection of who you are inside. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to show the world with it? Do you want to come across as fit and capable, or the opposite? You see, good health always has a sort of ripple effect. When you're in top condition, it boosts your mood, you're happier, you're clear-headed, and you're productive. That translates into your job life, where you work with increased focus, energy, and determination, things that lead to bigger promotions and better salaries. This is a huge option to consider, not to mention the effect it can have on your family and love life, since good health is the most attractive trait that you can possess, and often goes hand in hand with a better work and social life. A lot of medical experts agree that you should prioritize your health first. Without your health, there's nothing to enjoy your wealth with. Stress, looming deadlines, and heavy demands are a routine part of work life, but there are numerous ways to deal with them in order to reduce the burden that they add. Breathing exercises, good sleep, and taking breaks are absolutely imperative to avoid burnout and stress-related illnesses. Whenever you start to feel lousy or irritable, think about the impact that your workload's been having on your health in the long term. Should I put more strain on my health to save some money, or should I request something more manageable from my boss? During this pandemic, everyone has had to make trade-offs of some sort, so think your choices wisely. Since we live in an age of convenience, good health simply amounts to the daily choices that you make. Try to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables regularly and in the appropriate amounts. It's also extremely important to keep yourself hydrated. Make sure to get those 7 glasses to reduce migraines and lethargy. Cut down on salt and unhealthy fats to avoid high blood pressure and reduce the risk of cardiac arrest. This is also the perfect time to start preparing your own meals. Not only does that save up on money, but it also avoids the processed foods that are notoriously high in salt and sugar. At the same time, be more physically active. It's undoubtedly great for people of every weight, body type, age, or health conditions. Staying up all night just to get that one project out of the way? That's a really bad idea. Too little sleep increases your risk for diabetes, heart failure, and stroke. Researchers have also proven that it leads to depression, obesity, and impaired thinking. So even if you do get your work done, it's not like depriving yourself of the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep would do anything to boost your productivity. Actually, quite the opposite if you can't even keep your eyes open. Even worse, sleeping too little at night increases your risk of an early death. What is the point of increasing your salary by a few digits if you won't even be around to enjoy that? Take charge before you lose control. When you reflect back on your life, do you want to think of all the money you painstakingly collected at the cost of your health? Or do you want to be satisfied at the idea of how you went the extra mile to prove that you're capable of achieving anything? Think of your body as a highly complex machine. It wasn't built to be a money-making drone, it's a gift with which you can hold everything that life has to offer you. Once that machine breaks down, there are only so many opportunities left to repair it before it stops working forever. So go on those health checks with your GP. Address the smaller issues before they get bigger. Go for regular screenings such as mammograms, pap smears, blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol checks because they've saved countless lives with early detection. So take that day off work, delay that project if you have to, or lighten your workload because good health will save you from a lot of suffering at the end of the day. There needs to be a proper balance. Use your wealth to better your health and vice versa. There's no need to neglect one thing in order to focus on the other, but your health is definitely a priority with which work should not interfere. Without it, you'll never be able to enjoy everything that you've achieved. When you weigh your pros and cons, what's going to matter more in 10 years? A better working heart or a better looking resume? Your health belongs in your hands, and your choices determine the quality of your life. Instead of making that you have to make a choice between health and wealth, think of it this way. Your health is your wealth. And that's all from us today, guys. What's your take on the debate? Has the quarantine made you more active or less? Let us know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos from us. Until next time.